Now, your child is creative if they often fiddle with ideas and ask, what if? Why? Why, Mom? Why, Dad? Why? And they often ask this. This is the sign of a creative child. It's also if they come up with unusual angles of problem solving. So let's say they don't want to eat their supper and they find interesting ways to get rid of it so they don't have to eat it. That's when they're little. And when they're a little older, maybe they find math problems in a different way. They come up with new ways of putting things together to build things. Maybe they like to make new things with materials. Maybe they like to act, sing, draw, sculpt, ask the question, what if this had happened? What if we put this together and that together? What will happen? That's a sign of a creative child. Make sure you think about this. Some kids are naturally attracted to different things. For many years, I tried to interest my daughter in crafts and art because that's what I'm interested in. But really, all she wanted to do is turn cartwheels in the living room. She became an athlete. Kids have things that they just love naturally, and it's up to you to provide room for them to do that. For me, what I did is I left the living room with almost no furniture in it so that she could do her cartwheel. She could do her gymnastics that she loved so much. Now look at your child. What do they love to do when they have free time? Do they dance? Sing, reach for the art supplies, play the computer games, play with words, or run outside as soon as they can. Think about what they love. Creative practice. And the key word is practice. Because creative practice is just that, practice. It's not creative perfection. Sometimes we just expect too much. And as adults, you know that it takes 10,000 hours to learn a skill. So your child needs time too. They need time to perfect those little techniques. I don't know how many cartwheels my daughter turned before she had the perfect cartwheel. So what your job is as a parent is to learn what they like and allow them that time to develop their interests and their creativity. Figuring out what your child likes is the key part. Trying out an activity is important. Make sure they try different things. They might not know what they like. So it's up to you to expose them to different things. The goal is for them to be able to find their place in the activity they like. Keep in mind that they may discover that singing is not for them, but maybe playing an instrument is. Or painting is not the activity they prefer. Maybe sculpting is. Just like my daughter's gymnastics turned into running. So you never know what it'll lead to. The idea is to find the best creative practice that your child will like. It's something that gives them joy. One way of doing that is to limit TV. There's nothing more mesmerizing than a show on TV. And there's always another one, and another one, and another one. And pretty soon your whole evening is gone. So if you make room for creative activities, like shutting off the TV, then they will learn if they like time to rehearse their play, learn to draw, read books even about their favorite authors. Give the child the opportunity to develop different kinds of ways of thinking. The more they try, the more they're likely to find new solutions when there's a problem and discover there's more than one solution to a problem. That's something that took us a while to learn. Most of all, don't reward children for their creativity. This interferes with the creative process. It reduces the quality of the activity that they do, and it makes them more rigid in their way of thinking. If you compliment them on something or reward them in a very generous way about one activity they did, they might want to just do that one instead of exploring what more they can do. So here's your exercise. For the next few days, watch your child and see what they like to do, what they're drawn to. Make a list. Ask them what they like. Add that to the list. If you can facilitate their interest, start. If you need someone else to teach them skills, check out the local papers to see what's available. So maybe they want to learn to paint and you don't know how to paint. So maybe find a teacher for them. Or find a friend that can help. Tell your friend, I'll teach your child this if you teach mine that. That helps everybody out, and it doesn't cost anything. Just try it. See what you can do. And then we'll see you in the next section.